Hi, I'm Mr. Rogers, and today we're going to give you a little tour of 2109 and what happens with Little Hawk Journalism and Red and White Yearbook, and most importantly, why you should sign up for News Lab, Broadcast Lab, or Yearbook Lab third try next year. Okay, so what is it that we do in journalism here at City High and Yearbook? Well, we make the old classic newspaper, we make the yearbook, and we also, as you can see around, are working on video, an LHTV show, and video segments to go with stories in the newspaper and also in the yearbook. All right, the first area in 2109 I want to show you, most importantly, is the Keurig area where we have hot chocolate and tea and coffee for hardworking journalists. And also, this is the LH Alumni Wall of Fame and also the editor hanging sign Wall of Fame that the editors hang all their pictures and sign them every year when they finish. This is a great corner of 2109. We have the podcasting mic for podcasting radio shows on the interweb, and we also have a Wacom drawing tablet. Art and also radio shows are a huge part of great journalism these days in 2109. All right, so the number one real reason why you should join the Little Hawk is that it's student run by great editors like Victor and Mira here. Victor is one of our co-executive editors, and Mira is running the opinion section this year. So I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about what they do to lead the class and also their job as an editor.
All right, so I'm one of the executive editors. So what I do is I lead our class. I help keep the classes coordinated by working with editors from other classes, and of course I get to work with the other editors, which is so fun. Newspaper is something I can look forward to every day. I also work mostly in news. I can tell you it is such a fun experience. You get to meet people that you would never imagine meeting before, just because you can say, hey, I'm in news, I'm doing a story on this, can I interview you? And they'll probably be like, yes, and it's just so fun.
Hi, so I'm co-opinion editor and co-copy editor. And opinion means that I can help design the opinion section with my co-editor. I get a lot of experience with people with different viewpoints around city, learning about people's opinions, about what they think, and about what the student body feels as a whole is really important to our section. And we do a lot of stuff with staff editorials, with viewpoints on things, with talking about important events and how they relate to individual people, which I think is really cool because people are very important to me. And I'm also co-copy editor, which means that I read through everybody else's work and make sure that it doesn't have any grammatical errors, that it's written well. I get a lot of pleasure out of that because there's basically nothing better than figuring out where a comma should go and putting it there. So it's a really great job. I get a lot of enjoyment from it, and I feel like it's something in my life where I really feel like I'm accomplishing something and I'm working with a group to get things done. And as a high school student, I think it's hard sometimes to feel like you're not just caught up in this endless cycle of homework and tests and homework and doing things you don't think matter. But so being on staff like Little Hawk or being in a team like this makes you feel like you're part of something that really matters, and that is being productive and getting things done. So it's a really great experience.
Hi, so I wanted to talk a little bit about how the class actually works and grades. You've heard from student editors that it is a student-run class, but I still have to give you guys some grades. The way I work the grading system, or have fine-tuned it over the last 15 years of teaching, is that we work on a point sheet. And I want you guys to be working on journalism class, publish 3 to 5 stories a month, and also publish one story that has to do with City High news or sports, because our number one job here at the Little Hawk is to be the number one source of news about City High. The point sheet consists of different things that you can publish, from news stories to sports stories to podcasts to videos. There's a number of things that you can do in the class to earn your points. The main thing I care about is that you're working in class and publishing stories each month to help the Little Hawk be the number one source of news.
Okay, I've been asked to talk about journalism today. It's a wonderful class, primarily because they turn out a wonderful product, the Little Hawk, which is a nationally prize-winning newspaper. So if you take journalism, you get to hang out with some really cool people. I know the editors personally. They're just lovely people, just wonderful people. And they always used to cover tennis really well, which I was very appreciative of. So you should come and join Little Hawk. It's a classy group of people, and you'll be guaranteed to get into an Ivy League school.
Here's another favorite area, 2109. This is the archives, and also behind me you can see the journalism library. The Little Hawk has been going on the newspaper for over 75 years, and the yearbook, we just did the 100th volume this year. It's quite a history. Some people kind of consider the Little Hawk to be one of the founding fathers of high school journalism, the New York Times of journalism in some cases. It's great some days to just look through all the old archives to see what great journalism past Little Hawks have done. There's an alumni network that's very active on Facebook that is now writing for USA Today, running grad programs at Stanford, and in many other ways. So these volumes not only represent the past awards that they've won and the great issues that they've done, but also a really active live member network of former Little Hawk journalists that still keep in touch, come to homecoming, support each other in many ways for jobs and other things like that. Okay, and a new addition to the Little Hawk 2109 this year, Lindy painted the Seek Truth and Report It sign behind me. This is a great, I think, response to a lot of the fake news controversy and what it means to be a reporter. There's a famous journalist and professor at the University of Iowa who has one lesson plan for journalism. It's seek truth and report it. And I think that's great. And it's really a guiding principle we have here in 2109 that all reporters are going out there with each story trying to seek truth and bring you guys accurate, real news coming from the littlehawk.com, the newspaper, and all social media outlets.
I'm Madeline Hicks, and one thing I really like about journalism is being able to put my voice out there, and it makes me feel like I actually have a voice here.
My name is Landon Clay, and one part I enjoy about journalism is the ability to sit down, relax, do my stories, and also have a nice time and talk with other people and collaborate to get things done.
Hi, I'm Biotza, and I am in journalism. And I think people should take this class because it gives you the freedom to decide what is important to you and what you think is important to the school, and interview people and learn about others that you wouldn't, in a way you wouldn't normally get to do so.
All right, thanks for going on our tour of 2109 and Little Hawk Journalism and Red and White Yearbook. I hope you enjoyed the show. It is an actual honor for me to teach this class, and I hope that you really think about signing up third try next year. If you have any questions about 2109, Journalism Lab, News Lab, Yearbook Lab, or Broadcast Lab, feel free to drop by 2109 anytime after 4th hour.